Hi guys, and welcome back to Mulberry Branch Farm. We are in the barn, but I've got something new to bring in our barn. I didn't expect that this would be visiting us or possibly staying with us or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, bring it in here, and then I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what happened earlier today before I reveal what it is. So let's go guys, let's go get it. You guys see that box behind me? I don't know, every time I'm like, feel like I'm surprising somebody with a box, I kind of go back to like the movie stuff. It's like, what's in the box? But I promise it's not what was in that box. Fear not, it is not a gruesome video nor episode, but we have a surprise guest. So here's a clip from earlier today on what we found. And I'll just let you see it. Roll the film. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it was at my mother-in-law's house. I know, pretty crazy, right? So it's a goose of some sort. I think that it is a Ross's goose, which is a migratory goose that's beautiful and comes through Indiana and sometimes resides in Indiana like through the winter. So the big question, are we going to keep it? And the answer immediately, I don't know. Dilly, I don't know. I know she was dying to know the answer too. So we've got this goose. I don't know if it's a male or a female. I don't know if it's injured. When I was approaching it, which I really wish I would have filmed that for you guys. So I originally found this goose. Mark and I were getting ready to go to the America shoot, which if you missed that video, it's going to be linked up top. It was super fun, especially if you like your Second Amendment rights and watching people exercise them with tannerite and a celebration of independence. That's for you. But we were getting ready to leave my mother-in-law's house because Josie wanted to stay there. Because Josie was all like,
I want to go to my cousin's. Yeah.
So we were getting ready to get into our car and Mark's like, look at that big bird in front of our car. And it was laying there on its back. So I got out of the car and I went for it because I'm kind of like the animal person in our family. And at first I thought it was a seagull because all I saw was white, wet feet, and black wingtips. And it was right near a feed mill, and around this time of year in Indiana when it's cold and nasty, it's not uncommon to see seagulls in our area. They look a lot like this, actually. So I approached what I thought was a seagull, and as I walked up to it, I noticed that it was breathing, and it was looking at me like this. So my first instinct was, well, maybe it's just on its back, and it's fine. It just needs a little help. So I went ahead and I flipped her right side up, or he or she or whatever it is. I don't know. I didn't really look at the undercarriage, nor do I know how to look at the undercarriage of a goose. So if you know how to look at the undercarriage of a goose or just by the plumage, then let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Is this a boy or a girl? But I flipped it over and then it tried to fly away, but it acted like its foot was hurt. Not its wings. It was flapping just fine. And it went into the neighbor's lawn and I chased it, well, kind of eased it back over into my mother-in-law's property. And it actually allowed me to walk right up to it very slowly and to pick it up. And from there, it's been sitting in this tote with some water and food, like corn, sunflower seeds, regular things that it might see. But I know most geese like to graze. So this time of year, I'll probably be putting in a lot of different things for it. I don't even know what to feed a goose, so I'm gonna have to do my research. But it did seem like it liked the grain. So now here we are with this Ross's goose in our barn. I need to call my local DNR officer to see if it's okay for us to keep it or if there's a waterfowl rehabilitation. Though these are harvestable migratory birds in our area, so I'm not quite sure what they're going to say. But I'm going to wait until tomorrow just because I want to see if he's going to go on the mend and how calm he is and if he seems okay. Elmo, no. The cat is like rubbing all over. See, guys, I don't know if you can. Elmo, yeah. Elmo wants to say hello. I don't want Elmo to say hello to it. So I've got my goat tote back here, which I don't think it can fit through there because I'm not quite sure if this thing can fly anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready and I'm gonna put the Ross goose in there and see how it does, and I will deal with it in the morning. I just wanna give it somewhere warm, dry, and safe to maybe just kind of regain its strength, because don't we all need a little shelter when we're not feeling very good? I know I do. Okay. All right, guys, no more talking, more Goose. Okay? Come here. You're okay. So he just seems a little unsteady on his legs. He's worried about Elmo getting a feed. Hello, or it or she. Hello, honey. I know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get it some water, get it some feed. The cat just wants the chicken feed for some reason. I don't know why, because she's weird. So I'm gonna try to give him or her its space to kind of just relax. I might actually put something like around the edges to keep it nice and calm, or like drape a towel over it, or a blanket or something, just to kind of keep it dark and calm for them. Usually, like with birds, if you put them in a dark place, it makes them just kind of calm down. So he's pretty calm though. I mean, for like a wild animal, and I'm assuming it's a wild, I don't know, it just appeared out of nowhere and seemed hurt. So Mark and I decided, well, we'll take it home with us and let it have a night to calm down. Then we'll call our local DNR and we'll go from there. If the local DNR says it's cool to have it, we might go ahead and make it a resident on our place. We might go ahead and clip flight wings and let it stay here, but I'm really not sure. So don't crucify me in the comments. We're just trying to do what's right for the goose, and that's why we're getting with the local DNR officer in the morning to see what we can do for it, what is legal for us to do, because I know in a lot of states for specific wild animals, especially if they're protected or endangered, you can't have them. You have to have a license, or you have to have a rehabilitator's license for wildlife. So if that's the case here, then we will happily take it to a wildlife rehabber. But if they say it's okay for us to keep, then it'll probably just become a member of the farm until it feels better, and hopefully goes on its merry little way back to its friends. You're okay. You're awfully pretty. You're awfully pretty. You're so beautiful. Look how white. Oh my goodness. And of course my goats are being complete jackwagons because I put dirty hay in there that they won't eat, so now they want to be fed. So I guess I need to feed them, but drop bales gently drop bales from my loft. There's not a whole lot of gentle about that fall. So we got it some water if it decides to take a dip, but he is pretty much just trying to chill out. Then we got some drinking water and some food. But I need to do some research, and we need to call DNR in the morning. So we'll be back in the morning. Hi, Goose. Hello, Goosey. Oh, you're okay. You're all right. You must be feeling better because you're a lot more lively today. No, he doesn't like the cat. You don't like the cat? I don't know, guys. You're okay. You're making noises today. Have you slept and do you feel better? You're walking normal. All right, guys, so after a couple of days and a lot of research, we were deemed that it is okay to keep the Ross's goose. However, there's a part of me that kind of doesn't feel okay about it because it's a migratory bird. So every fall and every spring, it's going to get that want and that need to go somewhere else. So because it does seem like it suffered a slight injury to its leg and its hip, because it still has a bit of a limp, I am going to go ahead and clip flight feathers on one wing. And once he gets used to this area, I'm going to be keeping him where I kept my guineas, which is on the lean-to side of our barn where we usually kid out our goats. and I'm going to give him access to an outside run and an inside run. I probably will go ahead and get him some ducky friends or goose friends. So we were actually just talking about getting geese and ducks, and lo and behold, that day this happened to us. So maybe it's a sign, perhaps. I'm really nervous because I've never had a goose, and I know that this guy needs to graze a little bit more, and he doesn't seem like super scared, or she or it. I mean, hi Goose. You can guys just see, like, it's just chilling out right there. It's not afraid, like, at all. I wish he'd make a noise for you though. Hi Goosey Goose. It's so cute and it's so pretty. So my husband really wants us to keep it, but I am going to just clip wings for one season and then let him go about his way. Because ultimately, this is a wild animal and it has a natural habitat, which is not a barnyard. So we're going to keep him until he feels better or until his flight feathers grow back in. And as pretty as it is, and as much as I would like to keep it, and I may do more research on perhaps raising Ross's geese, because I like the way that these guys look, but they are migratory birds, so they're going to have that natural instinct, that natural urge to leave when seasons change. So we're just going to go ahead and clip his flight feathers up to his secondaries, and then I'm going to get a pen set up on the other side of our barn where we kept our guineas for a little bit, so he has access to grazing and to see some of the other chickens. Now I've been looking into Muscovies, however you want to say it, and a couple of different types of geese. So I'm hoping if he does decide to stick around, then we can at least make sure that he's got the same species. So I'm going to go ahead, get his enclosure set up, then I will bring you along as we clip his flight feathers, and that'll probably be a wrap on this one, guys, but let's go ahead and get his pen set up. Alright, as you guys can see, I've actually just got an old dog kennel. I used to have a big dog kennel for my Australian Shepherd when I used to live with my mother-in-law. So I've got it where the door part's right here, and the reason I put it here is because at night you'll see there's a trap door right there. And I use that sometimes when I'm weaning my Nigerian dwarf kids. I'll make it to where I can let them in here to eat, kind of like a creep feeding area, and shut them in when I'm milking the does so that the does can get a full fill. And the reason I want to put the door here is that when I do come in from this angle, he's got this area to move away from the door, because ultimately I want to shut him in every night because we have predators here. And I know a couple of raccoons and coyotes that would probably like a nice Christmas goose dinner. So we'll get some water in here and feed and hay and bedding and all that good stuff. But I need to get the outside kennel set up now, so let's go see if we can get that done. Kind of hold on to his little leggies right here. Stretch his swing out. And you can see for him, these right here, where the white meets the black, those are his secondaries, so I'm going to take all the way up to there. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Now, all those primaries are pretty much clipped, so he's ready to go in. So if he tries to fly, it'll put him more in a circular pattern than being able to fly or propel up. So you're okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in, and hopefully they're okay with it. So let's see, guys. We just got a goose. There you go. Easy, easy does it. Easy does it that way. Easy does it that way. He's got neighbors already coming to say hello, which is kind of what I want. I don't really want to just turn in a goose with a bunch of chickens because, again, different species. Both birds, but different classes of birds, which means their language and his language are different. So I don't really want to create like a bad situation. So, hi chickens, can you get out of here? I know they're not supposed to be in here. Guys, go on, get out. Oh, you are always the toughest one. Hey, get out. Get out, get out, get out, Julie. They're out of here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get him some water, or her. Django, come on, man. Again, turf wars. What am I gonna do with these guys? So I've kind of ushered him to the outside pen, and I wanted to show you guys what we're doing for him too. Or her. Calling it him. It's really not fair to assume, I guess. So, you guys can see behind me, I've just got all these panels, and I have ushered him out so that he can see that he can get out and geese graze, especially these geese. So I'm just trying to show him that there's grass out here, so he can get out and move around and kind of get used to surroundings. What do you think? What do you think? Huh? Or is this stressing you out? I'll leave you alone in a minute. I might have to catch him later and put him back in for the night till he gets the general idea. Willow, quit trying to. What do you think, Will? You think, Willow? Of course, the goats want to know who their new neighbor is. And because technically this is a Christmas goose, it came shortly before Christmas, we've been thinking about naming it Chris, Chrissy, Noel, Snowflake, something like that. So I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I've successfully clipped his flight wings, and he still seems like he's got a hitch in his giddy up to me. Like when he walks, he kind of favors the side. But I'm really hoping, my biggest reason I wanted to get him out is knowing that geese are grazers, especially after eating Ross's geese graze a lot. So I wanted to get him out here on some grass. And then eventually the plan is to release him to free range with ducks and chickens. So I guess I'm on a mission now to find ducks, I suppose. So I don't want to get them that are too big, they're going to be mean to him. So I don't know. Hey, would you not try to undo my... Trying to untie. Hey, Merida! Quit that! Merida! Quit! She doesn't like me anyway, so... Okay, I'm hoping this will be enough. I'm going to make sure that I get water, but I'll check out on him again. You guys will be getting updates on him as we go forward, but we are nearing the end of Vlogmas, so... After Friday, we're going to go back to our Monday, Wednesday, Friday postings, barring all disaster, and... we are doing lives every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're seeing this and you want to get to know us more on a personal level and build in with our community, then make sure you visit those. But I think I'm going to sign off, guys. I'm going to let our little Christmas goose have some time to get used to his surroundings, and I need to go look for some companions for him. So that's going to do it for today, guys. If you found yourself enjoying the video at any point in time, please make sure that you let us know. Drop down in the comments what you think of the Ross's goose. Do you have any suggestions on good feed? Because I don't want to make them too dependent. So good feed for geese that you all out there would recommend. Leave us a like, and if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to be subscribed so you don't miss anything. Make sure you hit that little notification bell so that it'll send something to you saying, hey, Mulberry Branch Farm has another adventure and they want to take you with them. So until next time, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for this last week of Vlogmas, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.